Thank you, Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, for allowing me to take part in the discussion to the Governor's address, which was held on the 16th, on the opening day of the budget session. I would like to thank the Honourable Governor for his speech on that particular day as well. So I'll just have some points out here. Maybe I'll make some suggestion or some requests to our government. One point is I've seen on the planning, investment, promotion, and sustainable development. Regarding this funding by the central government, which mostly has been done on 80-20% basis. Like this part of the project, this Sora Circuit Development Project, 234 crore for development of tourism in Sora. So I don't know whether our local contractor will be able to take part in such a huge amount, because I have heard that most of them will not qualify due to the restrictive qualifying criteria to take part in tender for various central government schemes that are being implemented in the state. May I suggest the government to take up with the central government to relax the qualifying criteria so as to help our unemployed youth and small contractors to get contract work through various central government schemes. Like maybe break up one work into different packages so that the amount which can be broken up, the local people can take part in the tender, sir. The next point, sir, to industries. Yes, 3 factory complexes are being developed at Bernihat, Matcha Kolgre, and Shillong. I would also request the government that to take care of pollution. Like we have all know the pollution that takes place in Bernihat. I would like to inform you also, sir. In Bernihat, during my service, I stayed there for 6 years. I could never open my windows or doors, even though I stay on the roadside of Bernihat. But still, the polluted dust would still enter my water. So I would like to request the government, before setting up these complexes, pollution should be the main factor to allow any industry to be set up in those complexes so that we will not suffer like the people in Bernihat are suffering for many years till now. Next point, sir. Under PMGSY 4, 258 villages will be connected, each with a population of about 250. So, under my constituency, there are villages who are having a population of less than 250. They have been deprived of this scheme, sir. May I request the government to also look into this matter so that PMGSY scheme is implemented in those villages as well. The next point, sir. Coming to power. Power, sir. The bold reforms undertaken by the government in the distribution sector in the last 5 years are showing results. That is, reduction of AT&C losses from 32% to 10.5%. It has been a great job by the Power Department, by MECL as a whole. And I am told that BPL connection will also again be started in the state. The people of the state, especially the underprivileged, are eagerly waiting for this scheme to be rolled out so that they can avail the free connection to their household, especially those who has been provided with the PMAY scheme. However, I would like to suggest or request rather the government, the power department, or MEPDCL in particular, that they should start the billing immediately within 1 or 2 months, soon after the connection are given. Because as I've met so many people, especially in my constituency, those who have been given connection in the year 2019-20 through the Saubhagya scheme, some of them has been built only after 5 years, giving them a huge bill of 10 to 15,000 rupees, which they are not able to pay till now. And some of them also has been served with legal notice for not paying the energy bill. So I would like to request the department concerned to look into this matter as well. Coming to PHE, most of the water supply to Shillong is being provided from the Umyam Maflang River. By the look of it, a time will come where this particular river will not be able to feed the whole of Shillong area. The case in point here also, the people are suffering, are not getting enough water, especially in my constituency, where this particular project is situated. In villages in Mawphlang, I mean mentioned here, sir, villages like Marbisu, Maungap, Pedang Shenong, Maurem, Maureng, Lajam, they are not getting enough water because of maybe Mawphlang GSWS cannot provide them enough water for their daily use. I may suggest here that there are a few rivers around Marbisu Maungap. That is one river called Umyam Marbi, that river that feeds the main Umyam Barapani, which is called Umyam Dam. So maybe from there, water can be, the river can be dammed so that some water also can be used to feed some villages around that river. Because as of now, I know the cantonment area of Umroi are still getting water supply from this particular stream. This is my request to the department to maybe carry out some more surveys in and around Mawphlang area so that more water can be supplied to the local people of Mawphlang constituency. And also regarding PMAY scheme, the people are still waiting for the next rollout of PMAYG scheme as well. Next is tourism. As I stated earlier, 243 crore has been given to Sora area. May I also request the department to also develop more tourism area in the state and also in my constituency as well. We have lots of tourism potential area in Mao Phalang constituency. We have in Lingyong area, we have in Nongspung area, villages, then also in and around Mao Phalang Sacred Grove as well. We have the particular waterfall called Kshat Lingwa, which flows from Soyong to the, again, Umyam Marbisu River that feeds Umyam Dam. Here I've seen lots of help is being given to the homestays. But what is the use of homestay when the tourist spots are also not being developed properly? So I also would request the government to provide more fund to different tourist spots so that these homestay will be able to earn their living so that they can also pay back the loan which they take from different banks as well. So the next one, sir. Labor employment and skill development. Yes, sir. Lots of skill center are being set up in different parts of the state. However, even though the youth has been trained, but their financial capability has not helped them to set up their own factory or their own way of earning a living. So may I request the government to increase the subsidy to the unemployed youth who has taken up different type of training from those training center. Last one, but not least, is on arts and culture. So I would also request the government to promote cultural tourism in the state. Most of us know only about few cultural program being held across the state, like Shat Sukman Sim in Waking, Shat Nongkrem in Nongkrem in Smith, Wangala dance, Bet Deng Klam. These are the four main cultural programs that are being held across the state, which most of the people from outside also they know. However, I would like to inform the House that in my constituency, there are more than 40 Sanghasis who used to carry out, promote the practice of this Shat Sukman Sim in their villages. There are 34 in Tersat itself. In Marbisu, there are 3 Sanghasis. In Mao Phalang, also there are more than 3. This is the point, sir, I would like to make, to promote not only those 4 centers, but for all other Sanghasi as well, so that the tourists who comes to the state will also know that there is a Sanghasi dance or a Bet Deng Klam dance in that particular village on that particular day. So any tourists who come any time of the year, they can enjoy and watch our culture as well. With these few words, sir, I would like to thank you, Deputy Speaker, for allowing me to take part in this as well. Thank you, and I resume my seat.